everybody. Oh, that's right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the R Show. This week we are talking about Powerseller TRS, and in our second hour we will have Miss Robin PinkKnees come in for a visit. For people that don't know, I am Chris the Walking Picker. I am the owner of the National Resellers Advice eBay Amazon group, and we have a weekly show for 2 hours. And as my guest today, as I say, it's Robin, and my cohort, Mr. Cool Toads. Please introduce yourself.
Hello. What's up? Oh, yep, I am Cool Toads. I also have a show, Cool Toad, or no, it's not. It's, holy moly, it is the Toadcast on Friday nights, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Also, you can find me on Cool Toads Pad on Facebook. And, yeah, I'm also on here. And you can find me Cool Toads on YouTube as well. Yep.
Oh,
Can you hear me? Oh, good.
that's me. I pulled a Chad.
Happens. I think it happens to the hosts more often than anybody else.
Yeah, usually I'm the one that says, okay, I gotta stop it before it starts. But
Yeah.
well, as I said, today's topic is Powerseller TRS, and since I don't have any experience in these areas, I'm going to defer to Shaw with my questions until Robin comes in for her guest spot. My first question to you, Sean, is what is a Powerseller?
Powerseller. It is somebody who, within, say, a 12-month period, sells. I wrote it down to make sure. Basically, the basic seller level is within a 12-month period, you sell $3,000 and 100 transactions. I believe they have to be unique transactions, which not like, if you have 10 of something. So, and that's the bronze Powerseller level. You also have to be above standard, and your feedback has to be 99% or higher. And then they go all the way up to titanium Powerseller, which is $1.8 million and 180,000 sales within a 12-month period. So, I believe you get a 20% discount on fees on that one too.
That's gonna be one of my. I'll be one of my questions later. So.
All right.
I don't want to jump ahead. And for people that don't know, what's the TRS?
TRS is top rated seller. Yep.
Okay.
Top rated. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. What's the difference between those two?
Oh, well, top rated is pretty much a little bit different as far as it's more in line with the type of seller you are. Powerseller is more geared towards the amount that you sell, amounts, transactions and money.
So basically, TRS is as long as you're getting good ratings, you can work your way up to top rated. You don't have to necessarily be a Powerseller to get top rated.
No, you don't have to be a Powerseller to get top rated, and you don't have to be top rated to get Powerseller.
Okay.
I had to turn off the football game. It was distracting me.
Well, usually we have a guest, so you don't have to do so much work.
I know. Woo. I'm sweating here.
And my fourth question is, how does one earn the TRS?
By being an awesome seller. I believe that's 99% also. I should have wrote all that down too. And you pretty sure you have to be above standard on that as well. Well, duh. Of course you have to be above standard. I forget the difference on, I think it's every 3 months or month to month. Yeah, I'm sure people are telling me, no, it's this or that. But anyway, yeah, and then your stars, you have to have a certain amount within your stars of good and bad and all that. So the better. That's one of the reasons people use free shipping a lot, because you're automatically going to get 5 stars on their shipping, which helps to go towards getting your top rated seller status.
Okay. Oh, I'll pop in the comments before I fly down my questions, so I didn't have that. Let's see, we got Justin Starcher's in the house. He wanted us to start early. Arbitrage is in. Arbitrage is in. Gandalf. Jacoby is in. Jeff Davidson says, I meet all the requirements for Powerseller and still nada.
Mm.
And then he said, there is no football. Charger game is over.
Yeah. He's a Charger fan, not a football fan. I'm more of a football fan. I'm a Niner fan and a football fan. So I like all football.
Except when the Dallas plays.
Well, yeah. Actually, anybody who plays the Bears, I'm a fan of. So even if Dallas plays, Dallas plays the Seahawks next week, so I'll be a Dallas fan.
Okay. Well, let's see. I don't see any other comments. Do you?
Nope. I don't know what to tell you, Jeff. I don't know. You have to be. I mean, obviously you're above standard. I'm sure you're top rated. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe within the 12-month period you didn't. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm sure you have 100% feedback, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just work here.
We got Caesar Palace just joined it. He said the Eagle had landed.
Caesar! Cool. What's up, man? Welcome. By the way, I invited him. I'm going to put him on the spot. I invited him to be on the R show. He has to get back to me. Go to Cool Toad's pad and get to me, or look me up, Sean Murphy. You can get to me that way too. So,
okay, well, my fifth question for you is, what are the benefits of being a TRS?
Benefits, you get the 20% off of your seller's fees. You get a little higher in the search results, stuff like that, because eBay knows you're going to be a good seller. And you get a little star or something. What do you get? You get something that sells, or a little badge that says you're a top-rated seller. Woohoo!
I wouldn't know what we get because I haven't reached it yet, so.
You will.
Oh, let's see. Joseph Hare said, "Sup, y'all? Had a sale at 8:50 East Coast time just before the show."
Cool. Congrats.
Glad to hear that.
Welcome, Joseph Hare. He's been a supporter.
Budget Food asks, is everything tracked?
Tracked. Yeah. You can go to my eBay, and on the right-hand side where it tells you, it has the little bars. It tells you the different things like TRS and Powerseller and all that. Where it says if you've reached it or not, you click on where, say, if you didn't reach Powerseller or you did, you click on it. If it says whatever that word says on the little bar on the thing, click on that. It'll tell you what you need to do to get to reach it and how close you are.
Okay.
If that didn't make sense, I can always screen share if you want.
Yeah, why don't we do that? We had so much fun doing it last week.
Cool. All right, let's see.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna make the announcement about the disc for the National Resellers Group contest that we just did for the 2,000 members. We had 15 comments, and I used random.org, and I clicked the button 5 times, and ironically, we're watching the winner of the contest. John,
You won? Oh,
nope,
I won?
you. Yep, you were the
Cool.
first to you were the first to comment, and it came up as no #1 for the fifth
Wow.
turn.
Sweet. Awesome,
So I
dude.
already have your address, so I'll be sending it out in the near future.
Heck yeah. Thanks. That's cool. So, yep. I'm screen sharing. Hopefully you can see. Let's see if it's showing already.
Yep, well, now we're watching the comments go flying.
Oops. Yeah. Duh. Okay. Forgot. Anyway, so here's the dashboard. As you can see, all my numbers. I don't sell very much, but hey. So right here, you see seller dashboard summary, performance, discount, Powerseller level, account status. So, yeah, you go over here and you click on one of these bars, and it'll bring
Oh,
up.
we see you're above standard.
Yep. And then you can see, like here, it'll tell you, what all your stuff is and how to get there. You go down further, and here it'll tell you what you need to reach the next level. You can even click here, and it tells you how to calculate how it calculates your discount. And here it tells you all this stuff too. Yep. It'll even tell you this, blah blah blah. So coolness.
Well, for the people that don't know, now you know how to get there. I'm sure most of our viewers know how to get there, but you never know who
Yeah.
will watch this in the future. Okay, let's see. Anything else in the comments before I go on to any more?
Let's see.
Since we saw them
Vicar
flying by.
Paul. Vicar Paul's in the house. Welcome, man. Counting guy, how's it going, dude? Thanks for joining. And Lisa Stoner, Justin Starcher, all you guys, thanks for joining. Let's see. Yep, counting guy. You can still be 100% feedback and still be below standards. Yep, because of the stars and all that. Baumberger, football and hockey are just fine, but give me baseball. No, sorry, dude.
Alright, and Justin says he's in trouble. Don't want to know what for this time.
Yeah. Redskins Monday night, he says. Yep.
Budget Food says, I think it is 90% of shipping needs tracking, but he's not sure. I think that's right as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting your congratulations for your fifth.
Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Justin.
Okay, let's
That'll
see.
be cool.
Now, this one may not be easy, but I was wondering how easy is it to get TRS status?
It's surprisingly easy. It goes back to basics. I mean, if you make sure you list and tell every single flaw, if there's even a flaw in there, your description, you could run free shipping if you wanted. You just add the shipping cost into your regular price. And believe it or not, that does work. Maybe not all the time, but it works. I was doing that at the beginning. Make sure you got to have the 1 day handling. Was the 1 day handling fee or 3? I think you have to have 1 day now, right?
Yeah,
but anyway, you have the 1 day handling fee. If you're a lower level seller like I am, it's really super easy. Yeah, I mean, with one of the things I do, I make sure I get it out fast. Now it's not so much as long as you mail it. Now you actually have it scanned in. So you want to make sure you get it into the post office soon and get it shipped out. Again, it's just taking care of customer service.
Well, Justin just said he has 12 items to ship by Tuesday.
Get on it, man. I have
Why
3.
not get it out by Monday? Yeah, work while you listen to us, Justin.
12 items. Damn.
Well, I'm not going to ask you the opposite. Can you lose TRS status?
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
sure you can.
We all know that now, yeah. They'll take it away from you hella quick. pretty easy. I mean, not easy to do that, but it does take a little bit though to end up losing it. I mean, you have to kind of screw up a bit. The shipping will mess you up big time. Um, some of my shipping problems was based off of like Chad when we did the FedEx stuff, dropped them off at the FedEx drop off location, and they didn't scan it in. So
Oh
I had
boy.
like I had like 7 of those that kind of messed me up. So yeah, I'm kind of far
So
off from
avoid that
getting that
drop
back.
off.
Yeah, goes directly to the hub. Go directly to them.
Well, that's part of my next question was what kind of things can cause you to lose it
That uh, not
besides shipping.
well. I mean, with the shipping, if they think you're overcharged for your shipping, which some people do. I mean, I was just looking up some glasses today, and these people are like, 20 something dollars for, these little juice cups here. And it was only 2 of them. I'm like, seriously? You're going to charge $20 for that? Come on. That's even more than a regular handling fee, which I agree with. A lot of times I do like $1 over, and I just consider that a handling fee, and I've been okay with that. I haven't gotten any complaints, or my stars don't look like they've been messed with, so.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm getting low on my questions here. Any questions in the comments?
Yeah, you might want to get some questions out there, people. Even if we have to do some research, we can do research online or
Yeah,
on.
while we're waiting for Rob, as long as we're covering this topic, I'm not going to complain about like we did last week. We helped Mr. Sadie with his paintings that
Yeah,
we consider antiques. Justin says he got burnt on 2 items. Hello, Alberto.
Alberto. Monday for football, Tuesday for shipping. That's true because he works during the day. So
And Caesar says he's got a gold star there.
awesome. Hell yeah. I'm 481 on my feedback, so I'm getting close to my next star. Is it red or something? Or is it, I don't remember. Blue? I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I'm getting close. Getting close. Oh, it's turquoise now, so I think it's red, if I remember right.
Well, let's see. I appreciate all 17 viewers. At our average. Oh, so I just saw now it's up to 19. So.
Cool.
My next question is, how can you regain TRS status after losing it? How long does it take to get it back? So basically, we've basically covered that already. You
Yeah.
got to put your work back in and do what you got back to the basics.
Yep.
And it depends on
Yep.
how long
And
it takes you to finally figure out what you're doing wrong.
yeah, every 3 months. It just depends on how long it takes. I mean, it depends on how much, was wrong. How much was messed up or whatever. So.
Just as long as you don't lose your account.
Well, yeah.
We don't want to
Cases
have that
matter
kind.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you were in a certain Facebook group that was covering that. They were actually going to try to cover it. Well, from what I heard, Jesse wanted to bring it up on the Pickers Church today about not circumvent how to. Excuse me. The person lost their account and they made a new account. And after 2 months of doing good, they got restricted down to selling 5 items a month because they
Yep.
linked their accounts somehow.
Yeah. They'll nail it. They'll find you.
That's one thing you don't want to do if you want to stay on top of everything so you don't lose any of these privileges that you're getting. Because that's what it is. We don't have a right to sell there, we have a privilege.
Yeah, true. Yeah, see, part of like here, the standards overview that I'm reading in eBay itself says as a seller, you're expected to charge reasonable shipping and handling costs, specify shipping costs and handling time, follow through on your return policy, respond to buyers' questions promptly, be helpful, friendly, and professional throughout the transaction. Make sure the items delivered to the buyer as is described in the listing, which can run into problems with USPS lately.
Yeah, we also got problems with some buyers that decide they're gonna say you're overcharging and shipping even though you're not. You may be charging them exactly what you're getting
Yeah.
charged.
Yeah.
But Just gotta work around that and find the buyers that know what you're going through.
Mm.
And my second to last question to you, ironic, this is shorter time here. Can you be a success on eBay without TRS status?
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, I mean, the only thing, yeah, as long as you're above standard, or I mean, I guess standard too in a way. But
Well, there isn't. That's the thing. I don't think there's a standard. It's above standard or
oh,
below
it's
standard.
below or
No.
okay, all right, yeah, yeah. If you're, I mean, if you're, as long as you're, doing good for the buyers, yeah, definitely you can be. Yeah, as long as they understand. Say if you have a 14-day handling fee or handling time, they understand that it's going to take 14 days to get it out to them, and then on top of the actual time they're mailing it, as long as you're explaining everything on how the experience is going to go down. I mean, not that they always read descriptions, but I mean, you put it in there, and it kind of covers you. If something comes down, it kind of covers you. You can get in touch with eBay and maybe have a negative removed for slow shipping. If well, it's right here. It says that kind of thing. I don't know if they made much sense, but they're
Well, I'm
top of
looking
my
in the
mind.
comments, and we got. I don't see. We have a question. If anybody about a new email going through from eBay, listing special, free listing special on for 5,000 members, my 5,000 listings, for to the
Cool.
10th for a fixed price. Michael Baumberger said he just signed up and imported all his eBay items to Bonanza.
Awesome.
And Mr. Golden Finger Picker is in the comments saying he just woke up.
Jeff.
Sorry he's late. He just woke up from his 4-hour nap.
Dude. No, afternoon nap. 4 hours? No. It's like
Well,
8:30. He's gonna be up all night. Darlene
well
C, hello, welcome.
he'll be listing.
Yeah.
Let's see. You see any questions in the comments? Then just.
Um. No.
Oh, he shouts us out, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Go and subscribe to all these people. Hover your cursor over each person and subscribe to them.
If you're not
Whether
subscribed,
they.
if you're already subscribed, watch the latest video after the show's over.
if, Michael Baumberger, Texas auction picker, found a couple more of those coolers this Saturday. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta watch some videos. I'm getting behind like you did.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's the last question for you. Even though we're gonna have time before Robin gets here, so we can do questions from the viewers until then. What is your individual opinion about TRS?
Um, yeah, it's kind of mixed. Part of me thinks it's a good idea, to give, I mean, to make sure that they keep some standards. They want to keep good standards, of course. That's how they make, money. And then part of me is kind of like, if you fall below that, it almost doesn't seem like they give you much of a chance to get back up. But then again, they do. I don't know. It's kind of confusing with that part. But it's almost like, I don't know, they're so quick to punish you. But maybe I haven't gotten below standard or anything, so I don't know. Maybe not. But
Well, the way
yeah,
I look at it is, if you do what you're supposed to, and they're giving you they give you the easy way to get there the first time, you fail, they're gonna make you earn it back.
that's true. Yeah. The budget food said, I wonder how much we should complain if we lose our TRS, and how much we should just get our heads down and get on with it. It's a good point. I mean, some of it is like, you just get back to the basics again. Just get going with it. You get that 1 day handling. Your over 40 or 14-day or longer refund. So I mean, now with PayPal, it's 180 days. They can actually get their refund back. So you know,
Okay,
but
well
I
we
mean,
gotta. Oh,
a
sorry,
little bit of complaining is good. You want to get that off your chest and get it out and stuff. But focusing on it and constantly, say being in a Facebook group and going on for hours on the same subject doesn't help you very much. So
I would try to ask, do you get both discounts if you get both TRS and Powerseller?
I don't know.
I don't think so because I think they used to give
That would be a
Powerseller.
lot. Yeah.
They used to give Powersellers a discount, but when they started doing top rated, they had to get away from giving away too much. Because how are they going to get making money if they're giving away everything?
Yeah.
That's
True.
my opinion.
Golden
And
finger pickers is just complaining to eBay. If you lost your TSR help, in a way it could. I bet. I mean, if you can go to them and talk to them and say, hey, how can I get back on track? Maybe there's a couple of them that were, the people dinged you for shipping when in reality it was there on time. You can talk to them, see if you can get the stars, taken out of there. That might help as well. Yeah,
Justin asks, why can I not run any sales and do best offer?
that's a
Justin,
glitch.
yeah, it was supposed to end next week. They're supposed to, from what I've gathered, they're supposed to do it next week, but somebody hit a button a week early. But you're not. They don't want you to have a best offer on anything you're having a sale. They want you to do a fixed price sale. So
Oh man, Michael Baumberger says, but it kills me. I got told the Army had 500 more of those coolers, and they crushed them for scrap. Man, that's just stupid.
Darlene C says she'd be happier with TRS if they educated buyers more.
It's a good point. Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe they're hoping buyers will become sellers, so it's like they're figuring you're going to educate them on the one end and not the other.
Yeah.
Well, how many buyers of us were buyers before we became sellers?
Well, probably pretty much everybody, almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they would figure you would know how to do it from the buying side, so why would you have to educate?
Well, so they know,
I know.
because there's a lot of people that, so they know, just not to be so picky about things, I mean, to realize that the USPS is not that. I mean, they get your product there or your package there, and they do, and most of the time it's there on time or within the dates. But sometimes, for whatever reason, they screw up. I don't know.
Counter guy said if you go below 5%, there is a very good chance they will shut you off permanently, and they really don't care about you.
Yeah, that's if you get below down there, yeah.
Yeah, that's part of what I was talking about earlier when I said that one guy said he got his gone, and then he made a new account and was restricted to down to 5 selling items a month after 2 months of doing good selling. He wants to try to get back into it full time. What cost him was he was doing retail sales and eBay, and the retail sales during the first quarter ate up on his time to do eBay.
Yeah, but I mean, even 5%, I believe you really have to screw up to get that low. I mean, it's really, unless you just happen to get some nasty buyers all at once. I don't know, but honestly, I think you really have to mess up pretty bad to get that low.
Yeah, last time I was still haven't had any dings. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Well, I don't sell that much, but I mean, I'm trying to now. For people that don't know, I did open my store on the 1st. So I have 60 items in my store now. And my goal is to have 10 new items a week. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully, by the time I start getting new items up, I'll get sales. I Let's see. Any other questions about TRS or Powerseller that we might not have covered already?
Uh, and you always get your 20% or whatever the percentage off of mail off the shipping anyway. So even if you don't have either one of those, you still get the discount.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I've seen some people wondering about getting 48% off.
uh,
I don't know how they're getting that.
from mailing, wow, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of posts in a couple of groups I'm in.
Cool. I just got a
48, 50% off. It's like, and it was a $15 package, and they only had to pay like $5 in shipping.
I just got a message from Golden Finger Picker himself, and he said I could announce it. Just hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Very cool.
Heck yeah, man! Congrats.
Last time I knew I was at 191. So if you know anybody that hasn't watched us, get them over here on board.
You're bored? Is that what you said?
Yeah, get them on board.
Oh, on board. I thought you said you're bored. I was like, really?
No, I said get them on board. If you know any friends that aren't watching already, get them on board. Let's see.
Yeah, budget food, yeah. He says, oh, I've had some really bad sellers empty DVD cases and offering a refund of 50 pence after stating they are being generous and they don't have to give a refund. By the way, if people don't know what the pence is, it's because he's in the UK. So, who did it? 99. Welcome, yeah. Man.
I was just going to read his comment.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, you can read it.
Oh, they won't shut you down, but will put very restricted limits on you until you pass their probation periods. If you're suspended, you aren't supposed to open another account. True.
Well, this guy said his account was literally shut down.
Yeah, it probably did a whole lot more than... Might not have been entirely truthful.
Oh, there's Mike answering Tony about the comments. That was shipping. Yeah, I got about 46% off priority mail this week. 6.5 pound package, only paid $7.
Wow, nice. Hell yeah, that's pretty enjoyable right there.
Oh boy, here we go with the Old Navy stuff from Chad. I wish it's not the other nickname. And I won't say it, because I'm not part of that crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Counting guy
for the holiday season.
Counting guy said he's got as high as 57% discount on postage. USPS is getting more aggressive for the holiday season. They are discounting heavy items that ship to a close region to you.
Oh. Arbitrage Albatross. Second blanket controller sold. Congrats, man. It's doing pretty good. He's getting up now. He's selling some things.
Good to hear.
And y'all need to go check his channel out too. Subscribe. He has his young daughter that hangs with him called Biscuit Head. She's pretty funny. You gotta watch her.
He might have to make his own their own channel.
Yeah.
that way she can be famous for herself.
Yeah. She's pretty awesome. Well, they both are, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Since everybody knows him about arbitrage, and then they see Biscuit Head in the background.
And Biscuit Head has pink troll hair.
Caesar's asking me what my nickname's called. No, Caesar, I'm called the Walking Picker because I don't have a vehicle. So when I go out to a thrift store, well, unless I take a bus. Otherwise, if I'm going to yard sale or anywhere, I basically walk to the sales. And then I walk back home with whatever I get. So
1 week away from The Walking Dead. I cannot wait. It's killing me. Love that show.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I was watching Blue Bloods earlier on Hulu.
Yes.
Let's see. What else can we do about this topic before Miss PinkKnees comes into the.
Let's see. Well, here's transaction defect rate requirements. The transaction defect rate. Everybody in the chat knows all this, though.
I know. Well, I was trying
I
to cover.
was thinking of all the people in there. They all know all this stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to. As we started the show, I wanted said before, very first episode, I wanted to do things for people that didn't were new. You never know who's going to come across this. All of a sudden, they type in Powerseller. Oh, YouTube. So. Thanks, Caesar.
Caesar's trying to get to a $20,000 month.
Oh, that's. He's trying to outdo the man himself, Ronnie, huh?
Yeah. Caesar's been selling for about 6 years, I believe he said. So yeah, he'll probably do it.
And I'm sorry to hear you're in the same boat, Brian. I know how it can be. Let's see.
What boat is he in? Walking or what?
I'm assuming that's what he means by.
Oh wait, yeah, he is. He does. He takes the bus and stuff like that. Forgot about that.
Well, all my other questions are for Robin when she gets here. So.
Cool. Well, what else do we want to do then?
Oh, like I said earlier, I did open my store. I'm doing a sale on my clothing in my store. I didn't do a whole store sale. I'm still learning how to do sales, so. And I do have it. I didn't put the domain name. I know link into my description because I didn't want to do it on the show. So in my next haul video or whatever, when I do a different kind of video, I'll put it in there.
Oh, I just had a thought because I'm doing it now. Going back to like doing things to get top rated seller and even wow, really? Powerseller?
Well, you already did. You already did.
Apparently it was hard. But is like write a list of or a to-do list basically. I've started like because I don't do the same thing all the time. Like I'm not a major seller, so I can't just say okay, check eBay, mail postage, do this, because I don't always sell every day, or I don't, so I'm kind of keeping a list over a week of the things that I have to do, and then I'm gonna put a to-do list together for every day. I mean, even from waking up, and the first thing I'm gonna do is check eBay, and then the next thing is check Amazon, and so then I have like subcategories almost like sales, messages, blah blah blah. Check Amazon, and then if I have any packages to mail, and then I'm gonna do a certain amount of time for social media stuff, and then go back and check, which will also include like Pool Toads Pad and stuff like that, and then check more into the YouTube channel, stuff like that, and then start listing pictures or taking pictures, stuff like that, and then being able to list, and that way I can find out do I need to maybe take a whole bunch of pictures one day and then just have it available to list the rest of the week, or things like that, and that'll help to get towards getting them listed, getting the stuff done, figuring out what you need to do, and just eventually it'll work out.
Like I already told you what my plans are for this week. At least getting 2 new listings up a day for 5 days this week, and then on the weekends go out and get stuff if I have to, or during the week. But that way I can have my weekends free if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I already know my personality. I'll get up all my 10 from that we got pictures of by the middle of the week. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah.
Anything in the comments?
Let's see. Yep. Albatross says we got to do what we got to do. No shame in doing that. Yep. Walk and bust it. Hell yeah. Do what you got to do. That's what it takes. Joseph Hare just got a new request for refund. Friday, I'm not as subscribed, and my defect rate just went to 2.19.
Oh.
Gotta see. Go look back at your other defects because you can do a report on that. Hope you know how, or you might. Yeah, if you know how, and see maybe there's some in there that you can call eBay and see if they can take them off. Never know. And if they say no, call again. Find another person. Call during the daytime Pacific time though, and get people that work here. I have to say that right. You don't want people that work in another country. And you will be able to tell if they work here or another country. So
Okay, experimental vaccines and asking, what are the implications of PayPal divorcing eBay? I don't think there's going to be any implications, really. They were already separated before they merged, and all they're doing is getting back to where they were at the beginning. If somebody wants to come in and buy PayPal or eBay, more power to them. Just make sure it's up to what we need it to be for as sellers. You can't just think for the buyers. You gotta start thinking for sellers too.
I think it's gonna be better. Uh, but at the same time, I don't know. Does that mean PayPal can raise their percentage and stuff too because it's a separate entity now? Which wouldn't be very good.
Well, the fact that they're making what somebody said 17% growing that percentage, however long. I don't think they're going to be chasing their money, raising their prices, because that means people are going to go to where it's cheaper.
Like ProPay and others.
Just like when eBay started raising all their fees. Okay, well, we're going to leave eBay to sell somewhere else. Granted, all the other places didn't blow up like they should have. They didn't know what they were doing. But if you screw the people too much, they're going to find other ways to save money.
Yeah. Budget Food asks if they can remove an item not as described after they've hit it. They can. Or do you mean the sellers? I don't think the sellers can they? I mean the buyers. I know eBay can. I don't know if they do it very often, but I know they can.
And remember, the vaccine says finding, cleaning, photos, research, listing, selling, shipping, then spending. This is my routine.
Yeah.
And Mike, well, the person that requested the refund said it was an item not described. So,
yes, Justin, buy PayPal stock. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Well, I was just answering Michael Bumberger's question because he said the request for refund shouldn't affect your defect rate, should it? And I said the person that asked that made that comment would say it was an item not as described case. So yeah, that will affect it. From what I've read. Then again, I'm the lowest one of the totem pole YouTubers giving out advice, so.
Yeah.
Well, I admit, I'm still a newbie, especially now what you do in the store. I'm building up to it, but I can't.
Nah, it'll be easy.
Well, no, I'm saying I can't give out the information for something I don't know. That's why I'm doing this show. I'm trying to learn as we're doing it, too. Okay, Counting Guy says PayPal splitting from eBay can only be better than it is now. Remember, eBay had bill point before PayPal.
That's true. Yeah. Will eBay ever accept Bitcoin? You never know.
I don't know.
Possibility. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. Who knows?
Even if they do, who says the sellers will? So I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into it. Something I don't know what. If it's a fad, what if all of a sudden it's gone? Where's my money?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Depends, I guess. Caesar's Palace wants to know how our sales are going. Mine, again, last week I didn't really, well, the beginning of last week, I really didn't list very much. But then I did over a couple of days, and now I've sold 6-7 things this month already. So Doing good for me. I sold 3 things this weekend so far.
I haven't had any sales yet, so but like I said, I'm still working on readjusting my store, so I haven't listened to any new stuff unless you count pushing things over from Bonanza that were already on eBay originally.
Mm.
So I do have things in the works for next week too. But I do have an item up on Facebook in a local auction group, and I already got my first $10 bid on it. So now I think I paid maybe 50 cents for it. So
Yeah.
it's a photo album that has horses and the cowgirl hats and black lassos and
Yeah.
everything else. And it's brand new condition.
Why do I hear a dog at your house?
The dog in my house may hear them from outside, but
Maybe. That's why I was like, what?
well, the only other thing you would have heard behind me was my cat,
Nah. Huh.
and he's sleeping. So
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, I won't get into a discussion about bitcoins. I don't understand it enough. So, yep. California only allows 2 sales per year unless you have a reseller's permit. Then you can have them all you want.
yeah, I don't remember how it is now. Or us because we had uh. So when I asked somebody else, he said it was supposed to be 2 a year, but it's like I keep going to the same places sometimes. I'm like, wasn't I just here last year or a couple months ago?
Yeah. In California, at least around me, they don't really do too much. I mean, there's several every weekend they have them the same spot, and there's one that I actually asked if they had a reseller's permit, and they buy storage units, and he said no. Why the hell would I need that? So they don't really, and he's been selling there for a couple of years. So I don't think they really do much, looking around. I think, yeah, but you never know. It could change.
Okay, Caesar Palace is telling everybody that on the count of 3, they gotta hit the like button. There's a problem,
Yeah.
Caesar. On the 23 watchers, so a lot of them already did. Or
Yeah.
at least I think they did. Or they should have.
Yeah. Go to experimental vaccines. Go to your well, what the hell? Yeah, you probably can find it. Board of Equalization. Yeah, and it's a free permit. So the only drawback is you have to pay your sales tax and stuff. So you have to file every year for that. But I don't know. They don't really. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty quick. So wow, loud
Oh
truck.
boy.
Yeah, Michael Baumberger, same thing. Their city code only allows 2 per year. But yeah.
And Justin says if you issue a sell, of course. I know. We always say that.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things. I mean, like Brian with his albatross. I still, for the life of me, cannot say that correctly. Great video about it.
Let's do this.
With like if you just don't have the money to go, and that's kind of what's touched on in the Pickers Church today, and to a point, yeah. I mean, it could be excuses. There's always money out there to be made. There's always things, but I mean, like, I'll be very honest. In my position, I mean, we bring in 1,300-1,400 a month, and our rent is 1,100 a month, and our car payment is just under 300 a month. So it doesn't leave a lot for anything else, and so pretty much food and gas and other stuff gets taken out of my eBay sales. And I also get a little bit of money from my mom because I help her a lot with stuff, to cover with gas and other stuff. But so I use it for that. So any little extra money I get, I use for selling. I mean, for buying and selling for the business. So you just can't list if you don't have it. I mean, there are things I have around here I could list. There's plenty, but I just got to do it. So part of it is procrastination, or And I mean, there's a couple other good things that was talked about in the church, Picker's Church, that you can go and do, to make that little extra money. So I'll be looking into doing that stuff. So yeah, but
Hello, Robin. Nice to see you.
Robin,
Hey, Sean.
how's it going?
It is going good. I just got kids in bed and nice and relaxed for the evening, for a little while anyway.
Cool.
How are y'all?
We're doing okay.
Good.
Yeah, I don't have any kids except for four-legged ones. So, and they're all laying around sleeping anyway. So, yeah.
I am loving the new toad hair hats.
Right? Holy moly! Yep.
Look
Larry
at
Posner made this for me. Pretty awesome. Can't thank him
Okay.
enough. Probably I'll annoy everybody so much. I'm so thankful. And it's like real hair. My other one was like real thin kind of cheap hair. This is like real fur or something. I don't know.
Cool.
It's like the first stuff you could put on your wall and stuff. It's hella cool.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, I have a couple of questions here for you. Some that has to do with our topic, and some that has to do with you.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mix them up for the hour, since you couldn't be here for the whole 2 hours. And
Okay.
thanks again for agreeing to come on.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. The check is in the mail, by the way.
Yeah, we were accused of paying you too much to keep you up.
Yeah.
Oh, really? No.
Well, first of all, how long have you been a reseller?
I sold my very first thing on eBay on December 31st of last year.
Oh, wow. Did
Wow.
you file your taxes? No, I'm just kidding.
I just remember that because, I'm always trying to figure, well, people would ask me that same question all the time, and I would go back, and then, I'd be like, well, I've been doing it for nearly a year, and, the last day of last year, so seriously, this is my first year on eBay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And can you give us an idea of things you might sell? I know you do haul videos, but for people that haven't watched you yet.
I sell all kinds of different things. It just depends on what I find. Let's see. I've sold here lately a vintage CD player, and I've sold some little knick-knacky things, like the little collectible stuff that sits around and stuff that people like to collect. I've sold some clothes and just about anything that I can buy at a low price and sell for profit, I'll pick up. So it's just a lot of different things.
You got any questions for us, Sean?
No.
Okay, I guess. Well, since you just said you started in a year, well, less than a year ago, you've reached TRS status. How long did it actually take you to get there?
I think it may have been about 4 months, something like that, 4 months maybe, for top-rated status. I think you're supposed to have been selling, or maybe you're just supposed to have your account for 90 days, or maybe you're supposed to be selling for 90 days. I don't know, but there's a 90-day period in there somewhere that you have to pass before you make the top-rated seller, and a whole bunch of other things that you have to accomplish for eBay in order to get there. But I think it took me about 4 months, maybe.
Very cool.
Now I'm a little jealous because I have been selling for off now more or less since 2005, and I haven't even gotten there yet. So.
Well, I think you have to be up to a certain dollar amount too. So.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
well,
That's one of the requirements, I think.
Yeah. I have a couple of comments in the chat. Jeff Davidson says Oompa Loompa. And Arbitrage Albatross says, question for Robin, what is log rolling?
Wow, they're gonna pick on me live, right?
Yeah.
I see how you guys are. I updated my Facebook picture here lately, and the lighting made me look like an Oompa Loompa, and Jeff was so kind enough to point that out to me.
Some of these
And I am
jokes,
not-
just so
and I am-
everybody knows, comes from our daily hangouts. So.
Yeah. And I'm not elaborating on the log rolling comment.
Yeah, that was a very interesting discussion.
I'll leave that one alone.
Okay, well, another question I have for you is, what do you suggest others do to get TRS? I asked Sean, basically asked Sean the same question, so.
Oh, wow. Well, I was just really focused whenever I first started on just making extra money, because it was the first time that I had stayed at home and worked for myself, and I saw that eBay was going to work for me as long as I was persistent and I kept going out there. I love to yard sale and go to thrift stores and that kind of stuff. And so to me, it was kind of like turning a hobby into, you know, a profitable business for me to stay home with the kids instead of having to pay other people to basically raise my kids while I worked and my husband worked. So it was persistence. There have been so many mistakes that I made. I'm sitting here now and I haven't even been selling for a year yet, and I, you know, would overlook flaws on items that I sent off, you know, that somebody paid for or whatever, and I would just have to give them the absolute best customer service possible in order to, you know, not get the negative feedback and to make my customers happy. And so there were times to where somebody would get in touch with me and they'd be like, well, this wasn't what you said it was, or blah, 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 and they would point out something that I had mistakenly missed or whatever, and I would basically just give them all their money back and tell them to keep the item based upon what it was and how much I paid for the item. It was not that big of a deal. But then the more I went on, the more I learned. So I learned by my little mistakes, and I made sure that I didn't make those little mistakes again so that I wouldn't have to, you know, I wouldn't have to lose out on money in that way. And I don't do like social networking stuff in order to promote my items or anything like that. I just make sure I list about 5 items a day. Even on the weekends, I try and do 5 items a day. So, and, you know, I try not to overwork myself, too. So if I make the 5 items, I'm happy. And if I make more than that, then that's just bonus for me. But being a stay-at-home mom, sometimes doing more than that's just out of the question. But 5 seems like the magic number. I have a tendency to make more sales when I list 5 items a day at least.
Is that what brought you to eBay, so you could stay at home with the kids? Or
I'm not one of those people who, I've never not made money as an adult.
yeah.
So staying at home and not working just did not seem like it. I was going stir crazy, not having, you know, something that I was making money at. And
Cool.
so I was searching for a way to make more money, and I started with extreme couponing, and I was getting massive amounts of stuff for super cheap. And I was watching this guy, the Green Cabbie. I don't know if anybody else has heard of him or not, but he's an extreme couponer. And he said that he bought and resold used bed sheets from Goodwill, and I just thought that was ridiculous at the time. I was like, really? People buy that stuff?
Whoa.
I was like, okay, well, you know, a bed sheet from Goodwill is like $3. I'll try it. Sure. Why not? I'll try it. So The very first thing I sold, I think, was a bed sheet. And it just went from there, and it was just nice to be able to make the money, and then it became ingrained into our budget and everything else, what I was bringing home and stuff from my eBay sales. So it was nice. At one point,
Anything in the comments?
Oh yeah. Oh,
gosh.
Chad says, wait, where did it go? Dang it. He says, "Hey Robin, my favorite pink knee picker," and then Albatross says, "Robin, you got TRS while shipping Chuck Norris in a Pop-Tart box?"
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I got positive feedback on shipping Chuck Norris in a Pop-Tart box, too.
Experimental vaccines is perfect. You need to list at least 3 items per day, or 3 per day to stay active in the eBay algorithm.
Yeah.
I looked behind the curtain, he said. Justin Starcher says, "How are your sales, Robin?"
Hey, Justin. My sales are continuing to creep up there. I'm not sure about this month so far. It has just started, but it seemed just a tad bit slow, probably because I've been listing lower priced items here recently. So maybe I should start working on that, not listing lower priced items. But it's nice to hear the ching, but when you pick up your phone and you realize you sold, some board game cards that cost like $5 or $10 or whatever, you're just kind of like, okay. But then, I have made almost $25 or $30 on parting out the Pokemon Monopoly, so overall it's still pretty good profit.
That's cool.
Heck yeah.
Okay, this question is to you. Like I already asked Sean this, but I'm going to ask it in a different way. How important is it to you to maintain your TRS status?
Well, it gives me a 20% discount, and I think that it helps as far as, somebody trying to decide whether or not they're going to buy from you or someone maybe a little lower price than you. I think you can kind of get away with a couple dollars more on your item than somebody who doesn't have the top-rated seller status. So it's nice to have it, but I don't know. That's kind of like asking what would you do for this or that or whatever. I don't like those kind of questions because it's like, I don't know. It all depends on what circumstance comes up on whether or not I'm going to do that particular thing in order to keep my top-rated seller status or not.
Well, okay, that's something to say.
Sorry.
Well, I was going to say,
it's like woo!
I know some people aren't so worried about TRS or Powerseller as much as just getting the sales. So I didn't know if that was how you thought.
Well, I think that sometimes, especially my husband, he likes to shop, believe it or not, and he likes to shop on eBay. And I've talked to him as far as him being a customer on eBay, what he looks at and stuff whenever he's buying on eBay. And he's told me that if somebody else is a top-rated seller and they're priced a little bit higher than somebody else who isn't a top-rated seller, he'll pay the extra money for the top-rated seller stuff than he would for somebody who's not top-rated, simply because he feels more comfortable with the top-rated seller. So,
makes sense,
that's what's in my brain whenever you ask me that. I'm like, well, there are people out there who think that way. So, but it is important to make the sales more than it is the top-rated seller status, because if you're not making any sales, then what does the top-rated seller status matter, really?
Good point.
Okay, Sean, go ahead.
All right. budget food, or wait, Star Squatch first said, forgot about the show. Sorry guys, no problem, Star Squatch.
Hey, Star
Um,
Squad.
California Pickin', what's up? How's it going, Drew? Make sure you check out his channel as well. He has a lot of cool items in his stuff. He even dabbles in dumpster diving, or as CSA Picker says, canning, which I like better actually. Let's see. And that's about it, I guess.
Well, I've
Yeah.
seen a conversation going on between Caesar and Chad.
Yeah, Caesar says he's helping out a subby with sales. Claims that he reached out to you. Oh, I'm not gonna read all that.
I already say who it is, so. Well, let's see. What are your goals for the next 5-10 years, Robin? Besides raising your kids.
Yes, that's the goal. To raise them to be healthy and responsible contributors to society. We want to move somewhere other than the boonies. That would be nice. Wait, I don't have like this whole 5-year plan thing or whatever. I'm not one of those, people who, this is where I want to be in 5 years, this is where I want to be in 10 years. I've kind of just learned to go with the flow and have small little goals that I want to obtain. And then in my head, I'm like, yeah, well, eventually I would like to own a house. And eventually I would like to live somewhere that, you don't have to drive 30 minutes to go to a Walmart. And,
Yeah, no doubt.
So my husband and I are actually starting to talk about seeing what is available to us in regards to purchasing a house. And in the process of that, my other thing is I really need a bigger place or move all this stuff to a storage unit, one or the other, because it's just getting a little bit ridiculous. I have 286 items listed right now in my store, and we live in a tiny little 3-bedroom apartment with 2 kids. So, like, there's just piles of stuff everywhere. And with a 1-year-old, she wants to play with all of it.
Oh, naturally, yeah. Mom, what's this glass cup? Crash. Oops.
Yeah, right?
Is there any little... Sorry.
Fortunately, I have a place that I keep all of the glass stuff, so.
Yeah. Locked or safe somewhere.
A big, huge china cabinet, and then
Cool.
I keep all my mugs in the kitchen, so.
Cool. Is there like a little, I don't know, office place somewhere, like in... that you could, like, instead of a storage unit or something, you could go into, or probably cost more, huh?
Yeah, it would cost more to run a space like that, I would imagine. Storage units out here in the boonies don't cost very much, simply because there's not many people who are wanting to rent a storage unit out here, so there's tons of available storage units.
Cool.
I would rather just get a bigger place, because it's nice to get, a message or something from someone about an item that I have listed and be able to go and get that item in my hand when I'm answering the question that was sent to me, and rather than have to pack the baby in the car and drive out to the storage unit and find that item, then, answer the question from my phone or something like that. So.
Yeah, it'd take you 2 hours to do all that, probably.
It'd take me less than 30 minutes, but if you can imagine getting a question about an item 3-4 times a week and having to do that 3 or 4 times a week with the kids in tow, it'd be kind of annoying.
Feel like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, Golden Finger Picker saying, I wonder if Robin would get mad if we snuck up behind her and cut her long hair off.
Oh, man.
No, I want you to cut it off. Cut it all off. I was supposed to go and get my hair cut off this past weekend, but the starter in my car went out the day that I had my spa appointment. So I wasn't able to make it. And it was the first appointment that I've tried to make to get this stuff taken care of in over a year. So I was like, dang it. It had to go out whenever I was supposed to be going to get my hair cut. But Emery is my husband, by the way. He doesn't want me to get my hair cut, which is why it's as long as it is right now. So please, go right ahead.
And Starscross is asking, where do you live? You don't have to tell if you don't want to.
I live in Tennessee. Why, can you tell that I live, like, in some kind of country place by the accent that I've picked up since I moved out here?
Oh, yeah. Tennessee accent you got?
I know.
And you said y'all right away, so right
Did
away
I?
there. Yeah.
I'm
How
a
y'all?
military brat, so I grew up moving all over the place, and I remember living in Charleston, South Carolina, and making fun of people with country accents. And now I have one.
Hello, Dixie Girls 999. She says, got caught up in the fire rescue show and forgot about tonight. Well, at least you made it before the show was over. You did it last minute showing up, so glad to have you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Let's see. Any other questions from the fans? Let's see, what else do I have here? We already basically covered that one. Well, I'll ask you this one too. I asked Sean it. I'll get your opinion. Can you maintain and succeed on eBay without TRS status?
Can I maintain what?
Can you maintain and succeed on eBay without the TRS?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I don't think that it's a necessary thing. It's nice to have, but I don't think it's necessary. I think there's plenty of people who have, like, umpteen stars next to their name and not a single, and not a TRS in sight. So I guess it just all depends.
Dixie Girl says, I'm from Mississippi, so y'all ain't heard my southern accent yet. I would be in trouble. I love Mississippi accents.
Believe it or not, whenever I was little, I had a British accent, so
Really?
I learned how to talk when I lived in England. And then I moved back from England to Redneck Town, and my mom's side of the family would make me ask for a glass of water like 10 times before they would give it to me. They thought my accent was funny.
Have a glass of water, please.
Yeah.
Michael Bumberger says he was thinking you were in the Northeast.
Tennessee?
No, Northeast. He thought you were like in the Northeast part of the country.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would try to ask, how do you shop in a thrift?
How do I shop? Like, how do I shop when I go to the thrift store?
Yeah, that's how you worded it. He said, how do you shop when you go to the thrift?
Well, I have...
Probably wants to know your routine. Like, where do you go first?
Well, the first place I go to is the $2.99 table at my Goodwill, because that's where they stick all of their old media stuff. That's where I find all of the floppy disks and blank VHS tapes and blank cassettes and stuff like that. So, and it's the closest thing to the door.
In case you need to run out or something?
And then when I leave there, I go, yeah, I guess I do have a routine. And then whenever I leave there, I go and walk past all of the mugs and just take a quick scan of the mug shelf. And then I go around the corner to where all the board games are and check the board games out. Then I go to the ties and look at the ties really quick. And then after that, I go walk past the electronics. So yeah, I'm definitely a routine type person.
Awesome.
You probably didn't feel that you were a routine until you went through it. You're like, wait a
yeah,
minute.
I didn't realize that I had a routine.
She's like, thanks, Brian.
Well, I definitely do everything in a specific order.
Now, next time you go in, you're gonna like mix up the routine and go backwards or something.
I know, right? Wow, I really didn't realize that. That's fun.
I found a Starbucks mug today. Woohoo!
Albatross says, no, he's in northeast Tennessee.
I'm in West Tennessee.
Yes.
Or
Dixie girl needs to make a video so we can hear her accent.
Okay, Star Squash says, I accidentally bought a book from a guy this weekend before noticing he had 300 plus negative feedback. So clearly he's not worried about TRS status. 300? Wow. Well, how's he even selling with 300 negative?
Probably because he has 20,000 positives or something.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Just depends on your volume of stuff that you're moving, and negatives versus positives as far as feedback.
Yeah.
I know I'm worried about it. I've only had one negative and it actually rolled off when I said I couldn't deal with it that year. That's the year I said, okay, I'm going away from eBay for a while. Try somewhere else. And then once it rolled off, I'm like, okay, time to go back up. So like I say, I'm 100% without any negative.
Cool.
Yep, I've only had one, luckily. I've had a couple of neutrals, though. But
I
not
have a neutral.
in the last year and a half, though. 2 years, though. So that's pretty good.
I don't think I have any neutrals either, which is...
I
don't sell as much as everybody else, so...
Yeah, I had one negative like 3 years ago, and then the others came way back when I was selling in like 2000 something. Like 2001 or 2 or something.
I have a neutral because of this sweater that I sold, and it was new with tags, and on the tag it said Periwinkle, right? So I put Periwinkle in the title, and I put Periwinkle in the description, and I put Periwinkle in the color because Periwinkle is a color. And then I sent it to the lady after, you know, the pictures and the description and the tags says Periwinkle and everything, and she gives me a neutral, and it says nice blue in the comment.
Well, Periwinkle is a blue. What the
Yeah,
heck?
I know. Whatever.
You should call eBay and say, hey, look, it says they're all right there. Well.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't even think about that. It hasn't bothered me. My husband was asking me why I don't do that, and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think about all
crazy.
of that.
Nice blue. What does she think it is? She think it's purple or something? Wow.
Oh, are you saying that your husband's starting to get into selling himself?
He sold one thing last month. He likes to play airsoft, and he bought an airsoft something. I don't even know what it was. And he used a coupon code to get a free item. Well, the free item that was sent to him was a $170 item that he sold on eBay. So that paid for almost all of what he had ordered before. And so I think that kind of fueled him to be like, oh, I'm going to get a smartphone, and I'm going to start going by Goodwill every day after I get off work, so I can start reselling too, because he's seen. Last month, I think I made almost $2,000 or a little over $2,000 or something. So he's seen, me making more and more money doing this, and well, he hasn't went once. You have to love thrift stores and yard sales and finding good deals and stuff like that in order to be one of those people who are fired up to go, picking and stuff. He's a preacher's kid, and his dad had a thrift store whenever he was growing up, and I think he had to kind of work in it.
So he's like, I've seen enough of this.
He does not. He doesn't care for that kind of stuff. I love it. It was what I did as a kid whenever I was spending time with my mom, and I went through this whole weird teenage phase where I just thought it was gross and shameful. But then when I got a little bit older and I had kids of my own and stuff, you outgrow that feeling of, ew, it's used stuff, blah, blah, blah. Especially when you're paying for everything yourself. I'm like, shoot, I'm going to the yard sales, and that's basically where I got everything that, I have in this house right now. Yard sales and thrift stores and Craigslist, and I don't pay retail for squat. I refuse to. Well, at least I try not to if it's something that I absolutely have to pay retail for, or, I just can't find something in my size that I want. But, yeah. You just have to love it.
Caesar's Palace says you have an awesome laugh.
Oh, well, thank you. Now I'm all conscious of my laugh. I appreciate that.
Hey, so when are you gonna buy that Oh Snap shirt? Buy it yet? Purple with
I haven't bought it yet. I know.
You need to. You got to celebrate your accomplishments. That'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to get to this
I know
salon.
so. I guess so. Come on. Cool Toes has spoken. You must buy.
Nobody else has heard me say Oh Snap, I think, except for those that are in the working hangouts.
Yeah. Oops.
When my phone goes off and I make a sale or something, I'm like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
I got called out on it, so now they pick on me about Oh Snap all the time.
Oh Snap. And then the first time I heard it, I was like, dude, did you just say Oh Snap?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Any other questions in the comments?
Seems
like we've got some other questions.
You're trying to get Dixie Girl to do a video. Just as soon as she gets the nerve up. And Frugal Lori says, cool, just go for it. They're all trying to get her to make a video.
Yeah,
you can make a video without actually being on it, so
Yeah, you can do that too. I just screen share a lot of the times whenever I'm not feeling like being on the camera. I'll just screen share. But,
really long red hair, and you got this Mississippi accent. Yeah.
And don't worry about being so nervous or anything else. If you go back to my videos, I wasn't so polished. I'm still not.
Yeah,
Jesse Jacobs, thanks, man. Yeah, they barely won, actually. Kinda. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't know if I should. Brian, Avatar says, Robin, I got your age shirt.
Ages.
Whatever that's.
That's just gross, Brian. That's just gross.
Oh, whoops.
Gross.
See, I don't know all these all these inside jokes, so when I read something, it's like, I don't know if I should read it or not.
Okay, you want me to tell you the story behind the aged shirt?
If you want to.
It's up to you. Completely up to you.
We were in a working hangout, and somebody posted a link to somebody who was selling old sweaty gym socks.
Oh, no.
And he had an Oh Snap shirt on at the time, and he said he would sell me his aged, his old smelly Oh Snap shirt. Yeah. Gross,
Oh,
Brian.
man.
Just gross.
Okay.
Wow.
So there you go.
No, Alberto says my wife must not be home so I can talk like that. Nope. See, one thing, we can talk like that. That's kind of marriage, but not a way. I gotta be careful how I say that. We're both secure and not jealous people, so we can talk like that. Yep, that's how you stay married. That's one way you stay married for 20 years. So. Was that awkward somehow?
A little.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was trying not to say it to be weird, but I'm just saying, hey, You
No,
can make
you're
comments.
fine.
Just
I'm
it's the whole look of the menu that you can't order.
I'm going on 2 years of marriage, so.
Oh, I
Congrats.
guess Joseph Hare had his phone ching.
Oh, congrats. Cool. True, a win
No.
is a win.
Let's see, what else can we cover now that we're beat the
What
TRS to it?
Budget Food wants to know what you've tried to sell that you'll never buy again. Robin.
What have I tried to sell that I'll never buy again? Budweiser Steins. I bought some Budweiser Steins, and those things don't sell, so
Yeah.
yeah, I won't buy those again.
I also learned that one as well at the beginning.
Yep, at the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy this and I'm going to buy that, and I did not have my smartphone at the time or anything, and, you know, so I learned a lot of stuff like that, Budweiser Steins, and there's something else. Oh, Avon stuff. Whatever that says Avon. Those collectible bottles.
Oh,
no,
God, yeah.
no, you're not going to get rid of those either.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of those from somebody, and same thing. I couldn't sell them at all. They gave them to me, so luckily. But and so I had a yard sale, and I put them all out there. They had like 50 cents a piece, and one group of people bought them. One nationality. It was kind of funny. I mean, not that national, but it was funny because it was like, you know, they just like all congregated over it. I was like, really?
Well, if they liked it, they liked it. You know?
Yeah. It was surprising.
That's one thing that I have to remind myself. If I'm going to the thrift store or to a flea market with a friend of mine who is not a reseller, I need to stop saying, oh, that's not worth that. Oh, that's not worth that. And realize if they want to buy it for themselves, then by all means, you know, go right. But I have the habit right now of telling them, I would so not buy that for that price. Which is just wrong.
That is not worth it.
I know.
They're like, damn, I'm not coming with you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Robin, Brian, Albatross wants to know, how do you feel about selling clothing?
I hate selling clothes. Well, you know what? I'm not going to put it that way. I hate listing clothes because I hate taking measurements. And I hate trying to get the right pictures because my phone sometimes wants to put that bluish hue on stuff, and it's annoying. But, yeah. I did pick up quite a bit of clothes yesterday, though, since it was half price day at the Goodwill. I picked up a bunch of the Christmas, the ugly Christmas sweater things or whatever.
Oh, there you go.
And a pair of leather pants. I paid $3 for a pair of leather pants. I thought that was pretty cool. So.
Caesar's Palace said, picture cool toads with a necklace soap from Avon.
Oh, boy. I was going to see what comments were in there that we can pull out.
Well, Dixie Girl said she just got a few of those old Avon cologne bottles at a yard sale yesterday. Gandalf, hey, what's up, man? Welcome. Gandalf says, I like the Avon cars, but unless they're full and mint in the box, they are super hard to sell.
I have a full mint in the box car listed right now. No, I don't think it's the car. Do I have a car? No. Anyway, all of mine are full and in the box and mint, and they still don't sell. But if you're doing good with cars, then cool. But I am never going to buy another freaking Avon bottle.
Dixie Girl said
Avon, no Budweiser, no.
Dixie Girl said hers are all full.
And NASCAR. NASCAR stuff is crap, too.
Yeah, NASCAR took a dump.
Yeah.
Don't drop the soap. Alberto said he thought she thought you were gonna say he thought you were gonna say that you picked up a bunch of Old Navy.
No.
That Old Navy thing is never gonna go away, Chad. Sorry, man.
That's why I didn't say the other one. Nobody else said it yet, so I don't want to say it. So I'm trying to be nice. You know which other nickname I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Michael Baumberger's done with groceries on Amazon.
He thinks he's done. Until
Oh,
next time comes around.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Robin, do you have anything to show that you may have picked up over the weekend? I know I didn't ask you to do that earlier, but...
Mr. Sadie123 just came in. How's it going, man?
Hey, Mr. Sadie.
Something that I picked up over the weekend to show.
Yep. Drew, NASCAR stinks now.
All the stuff that I picked up this weekend is really boring. And I didn't really go picking much this weekend because I took my girls to the Banana Pudding Festival. So I didn't really go garage selling this weekend.
Banana Pudding Festival? Dude. Hell yeah. I would be there.
That's why we went.
Wow, that was awesome. I want a Banana Pudding Festival.
We didn't go out this weekend, but we went, and I think it was Thursday, to try to get some shirts for the winter, some flannel shirts for Roxy for the winter, and we couldn't find any. I did find an Orbis shirt. I got pictures and listed, but otherwise we ended up spending $40 when we weren't going shopping for the store resale. We went for her. How ironic, huh?
Brian says, show your banana pudding. Right, Star Squatch? Banana Pudding Festival? Huh. Dude, I'm all about that stuff. I'm all about food, as you can tell. I mean, yeah. Pretty much anything except, yeah.
Just with anything. Just be honest. Put it in front of you, you'll find a way to like it.
Eggplant, no. Well, Drew, I mean, he says California Pickin' says he has those full-size stand-up cardboard cutouts of NASCAR drivers. Those might be okay, because it's kind of a, we're talking like little cars and the bigger cars and some of that stuff. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
There is a brand. It's called Taylor Bird. It kind of looks like Robert Graham, only in the fact that it's bright colored and it has the flip cuffs and the contrasting flip cuffs or whatever. This one's a little bit plainer than the very first one that I got a few weeks ago. But these shirts retail for $100 a piece.
Wow.
They sell for about 20 or 30 on eBay.
Nice.
So I got this for $3.
That was what again? Taylor
Bird.
Bird.
It's one word. PAILLRBYRD. Taylor Bird.
Okay, that's gonna want to put it in the bank.
So yeah, I've only found two. The first one sold within a week of listing it. It was bright pink and it had white flip cuffs. So that might have been the reason why it sold so fast.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh boy, Sean, you better not look at the comments. They're talking food.
Uh-oh. What do they got going? Let's see.
Let's see.
Apple butter. Wow. Dude, I'm gonna go do a around the country trip to all the festivals.
And switch, I say you're going.
Yeah.
Any other questions out there for Robin or about the topic?
Caesar's Palace wants to know the weirdest thing you've ever sold.
I think she got. She got to. Oh, she went,
Oh.
disappeared for a sec. Well, the weirdest thing I've ever sold. I don't know what my weirdest is.
You forgot to turn the oven off or something?
No, I needed to get some water. Sorry, guys.
I figured you had you forgot to set your alarm thing again. Timer. Teasing her about all that. It's pretty fun to have her in the chats. I mean, in the hangouts.
Yeah, I get
that. Robin, Caesar asked, what was the weirdest thing you've sold?
The weirdest thing I've sold. Well, the very first thing that popped into my head was, but it's not really all that weird though. I just didn't think that it was going to sell, and so I lost it because, well, I just didn't think it was going to sell, and I just tossed it in the bottom of this box. Was some voice tubes for a Plantronics headset. It was just like the little glass tube things or whatever. So that was here recent. I'm trying to think of like something really weird that I've sold. Probably used bed sheets. I just think that's really like not cool. You know, people will buy those things all day if they have the right name on them or if they have the right cartoon characters. They'll buy them all day. So
Mike Baumberger just got a ka-ching. Oops, sorry.
Cool. Congrats.
Yeah.
See, I always hang out with people get sales, and I have to look later and see if I get any. Last week, I got a couple of sales while I was in the middle of the show.
Yeah, y'all have me looking at my phone to see if I missed something.
Fried biscuits with apple butter. Wow.
So, Joseph Hare asked, do you sell kids' toys?
Do I sell kids' toys? I don't think I've sold any kids' toys yet. A lot of the kids' toys that I get go to my kids, so.
Brian says used motel bed sheets would be weirder.
I think any used sheets is just gross. But people will buy them, so.
Yeah, people's butts are sitting on it, and worse. Mr. Sadie. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Mr. Sadie bought 30 plus pieces of foreign money for $3. Researched it all tonight. It adds up to a little over $100. That was a first for him, though.
Pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Might take a little while to sell, though. But it's good. Yeah. Heck yeah. Frugal Lori. If your phone's not ka-chinging, then uninstall the app and then reinstall it. Because that's what I had to do to mine to get back to ka-chinging again.
Star Squash says, Robin, you should bundle new spreadsheets with new black light.
I have no words for that.
That's awesome. Oh.
Let's see again. What
are our likes at? Do we need more people to like it?
I can't tell.
I'll tell.
I know we got 27 viewers.
We have 11 likes.
Come on.
Come on, people.
This year. I know the start of the show wasn't very exciting, but we have 17 likes and 1 dislike.
Yeah.
I just refreshed it, so.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the dislike. I don't care. I'm not too concerned about dislikes. That means I'm doing something right.
It's still engagement in your YouTube, so.
Yeah. I'm glad we're up to our average. We're up to 27 viewers. So.
Caesar's Palace asks if I'm a Walking Dead fan. I don't actually watch TV. I haven't had cable TV in over 6 years, so.
Ooh, very nice. Cool. I lasted about 2.5 years with no TV. Then we got satellite because I had to watch the Niner games.
We stream whatever we want to watch. We do still watch things, mainly movies that we just decide to, rent, or YouTube videos. Emery likes to watch his airsoft videos, and I watch picking and haul videos and stuff like that. So basically, we're either learning something for what we do, or we're watching a documentary of some sort, or watching a kid movie. So,
Hey,
Very
Sean, Joseph Hare made a comment that you might be able to answer. He found some e-cig cartridges in a bag at a thrift store for $1.50. It was Best e-cig brand. Has anyone heard of it?
No, sounds like a cheap brand though, if they're gonna name it that. Oh, in a bag. E-cig cartridges, were they all in like a package, or were they all separated and loose, or?
And Brian asked you, Robin, do you like the morning hangouts?
he just wants me to admit that I like spending time with him in the morning, and I'm not going to get the gratification.
I think you just did.
True, huh?
I suppose I just did.
Thank you, everybody, for the likes. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. And let's see. I saw something above.
Albatross, he said, yes, it's the one I threw away. So, yeah, they must not be very good.
Mr. Sadie asked, what did he walk in on? Because everybody's talking about the used bed sheets.
That you walked in on the
Well,
answer to my question of what was the weirdest thing that I've ever sold. Used bed sheets. And not mine.
Oh, my word. There's a little more to that. I need to get back in the Hangouts every day now.
As soon as I said that, I heard Brian's voice in my head. I'm like, no, not mine.
Oh, yeah. You just like to say, shut up, Adam.
Oh,
Caesar Fast, that's a ching.
Wow, congrats.
I'm going to have to check to see if I got it later. Or not the ching, but I mean, I've seen Justin's 5,000 about the freebies again.
Oh, yep.
To the
I got that thing just now, too.
Well, I got to look.
5 cartridges. That's a lot of cartridges.
Let's see. Well, I'll let people know now, even though I'll repeat by the end. Next week, we're going to have another guest for the first hour this time instead of the second. It's going to be Raking Profits.
cool.
He's going to be on helping us with clothing for newbies. I'm going to try to keep it geared toward people that are lower funded with him, since I know he has all his books and everything else. But not everybody can afford the books. So the guy starts from somewhere.
Sorry.
One thing that I can say about selling on eBay is somebody asked me one time if what I thought my customer would think after buying something from me if they knew what I paid for my item. And how I think about what I do as far as eBay is concerned, I get paid to go out and find items that you can't particularly find at the prices that I can offer them on eBay and make them available to the public through that particular platform. That's what I get paid for. So
There you
that's
go.
how I think about it. Whenever I go out and I'm looking for stuff and everything, I'm like, I'm getting paid to do this, and to make it available online. So if somebody has something smart to say as far as you paid $2 for that and sold it for $200, well, yes, I did, because you can't find it anymore, and I made it available for whoever just spent $200 on that item for them to buy it. So yes.
Exactly. That's a good idea.
That's my answer. If somebody ever asks me that question, and that's how I think whenever I'm, listing or something like that. Somebody really wants this item, and they can't find it, and I'm making it available for them. So sometimes it makes listing a little easier.
Okay, I was trying not to laugh. Mr. Seeley said, I would like to have some used Kardashian sheets.
Yeah. Budget Food also said he's
which
passing on the
Kardashian? That's the
used
question.
sheets and holding out for leather trousers.
Yeah, we gotta ask what Kardashian. There's what, 3 of them now? Not counting the parents?
Yeah. Brian says, Robin, if you hear my voice in your head, they make pills for that.
Yeah, they need to. Oh, 1 second, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. And
Yeah, those.
I do have plans for the rest of the month as well. We have our next guest after raking in the comments now. Justin Starcher has agreed to come on for the 19th. And I am working, I have to confirm the 26th, but I don't want to announce it quite yet until I'm sure the person I'm talking to is going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Joseph
Not
Hared.
sure if you heard what I was...
Boxes could definitely sell. You can't sell them. I don't know if you saw my comments. You can't sell them on eBay. They're not allowed. I mean, you can, but they're not allowed. If they were sold fast enough, it's definitely something you could put on, like Facebook or something like that.
Used boxes?
No, they're cartridges for the e-cigarettes.
Oh.
He's got 12 boxes of them. So.
Alright, any other questions? We've got 12 minutes left.
What? When's Rakin going to be on again?
Next week, and he's going to be during our first hour, so that's 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, and 8 o'clock Central.
Makes it 9 o'clock Eastern.
Star's question is asking, Robin, is that your random bird or a pet of yours for your picture?
It's a random bird. I wouldn't have a bird for a pet. I had a bird for a pet whenever I was in high school, and it made way too much noise.
Whenever you were in high school, you just randomly decided to go to high school here and there, or what? As long as you got a bird, you can go to high school?
It was a finch or something. I don't know. Anyway, the thing was loud, and it wanted to make noise every time I tried to sleep, so it lasted in my bedroom for a very short period of time, and then I gave it away. So,
so what you're saying is you didn't go to high school very long.
I went 4 years.
Very good. Joseph Hare bought a switchblade at thrift store once.
Huh.
Cool.
There are some things that I just would think wouldn't be something you could buy from a thrift store. Like, I saw pictures somebody put up of adult things being sold at the Goodwill. Did y'all see that on our Facebook groups?
It was crazy, yeah.
I don't
I
understand
might.
how they could sell that at the Goodwill. That doesn't make any sense because you have to be a certain age to go into those stores. I don't know. That's just weird to me.
Well, yeah, but it's a thrift store. But when you donate it, they don't know what they're going to do with it right away. So as long as they put it in a certain section, I don't see an issue with it. But if they put it where kids can get at it, okay, Mom, Dad, what's this?
Kids can get to every place in the Goodwill. Have you went shopping with kids at the Goodwill
Oh
before?
man, yeah.
I don't have any kids.
I've been in there, little kids running around. I'm like, man, they're like little rats running around here.
I've
There's like
had
4 of them going
straight up full
everywhere.
conversations with other people's kids before about the stuff that's in my cart. So,
Oh man.
so yeah.
Uh, oh
Good night,
man, yeah.
Caesar. Caesar's tapping out. Good night, guys. Be on the
Good night.
next lookout for my upcoming video.
Cool.
Thanks for being here, Caesar. See you next week or during the week. And don't forget to get back to Sean.
Yep.
Can someone explain shipping varies by location, the process? I don't understand that question exactly. Do you mean...
Well, it varies by location because it's, it's going to be more to ship, say, from California to, well, just say Nevada. It's going to be cheaper than to ship California to New York. So they
Because
mean
of the
vary by
fuel
location, meaning, sorry.
Of course, it might vary from country to country, too, if they're doing it for international.
Yeah, the farther you go, the more it costs.
The fuel expense, and think of the fuel expense and how many people put their hands on that package before it gets to where they're going.
Yeah.
Wow. Joseph Hare says, I once found bolt cutters on the bottom shelf of a toy section of Goodwill.
Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, because little kids won't do anything with that. Holy moly.
Captain Guy says, Wayne Pay sells everything. They were selling tax returns until the state finally stopped them.
Yeah, there was that news story where a human skull was found at a Goodwill in, like, Texas or something. Dude, and somebody's alarm has been going off for the last 15 minutes. I'm going to go out and shoot the car. I'll kill it myself.
Well, we got 7 minutes left, so...
Oh, you mean after you sell and charge them after? You just... Go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to read the comments, so we were going to read the same thing.
Oh.
So you can respond.
He means when and how you charge them after the sale. So you just pretty much... well, it should be automatic. If it's through eBay and everything, it'll automatically go in there with their zip code. If you have to invoice them, you can go to USPS.com and calculate a price. And in the lower 48, you'll be able to put in the zip codes, and they'll be able to tell you that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone else asked, I thought they thought the price was the same for the lower 48, but it depends on the size and the weight. It could be different. If you're not trying to do priority, it's not going to be the same as if you're doing first class.
Cincinnati just scored, huh? Yeah, you can go to USPS.com and they have a calculate a price, I think it's called, and you can check in there too.
It's open for the next 7 minutes.
Shh, don't tell everybody. Is that Emery?
Let's see, any last minute questions before we start saying our goodnights? I'm not seeing any. How many likes we got, Sean?
How many what?
Likes.
Oh, likes.
We're at 25 viewers. At least what I've seen.
Let's see. Oh, let me refresh again because you're still at 17 according to my screen. $24. Yay! Thanks, guys. Awesome.
And Marie was just asking me if the dollar store was still open. He's ran out of contact solution apparently, so.
I was gonna tell him hi, but he's gone
He
already.
bolted out of the door.
Starscraft says criticize ship first class every day and under £1 always seems to work out to the same price no matter where it's going in the U.S.
Yeah, that it kind of does. Small enough like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I was trying to answer the question and why it might vary. So.
Yeah. A little late for the hat there, lady.
Yeah, I'm about to say goodnight.
Yeah, a little late. It's okay.
She wants to get a last minute save. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
I cannot wear hats. It's just not comfortable. To me, it's not.
You just have to get used to it.
Yeah, I guess so. Just like I need to get used to wearing my hair down, but I can't stand my long hair. That's why I pull it back all the time. Wear it up in a ponytail all the time.
Okay, I gotta answer this last question before we start saying our goodbyes. Alberto is asking, when is Roxy going to join us for one of these shows? I don't honestly think she will. She's not the person. She likes to do. She'll be in the private hangout more than she'll be doing this type of show, Alberto. So I doubt you'll ever see her on the air. I might get her in once in a while, but I doubt it.
You could always turn off her camera.
Yeah,
Just have her
no.
voice.
That's the way she is. She says this is my thing. She doesn't want to be.
Well, she could be a guest.
I know.
Or a guest host. I can take a night off and then she can host. Oh my god, dog. Sorry, I had to play with my dog apparently. He was demanding.
Alright, Robin, I'll let you start with our good nights.
Oh. Thanks everybody for coming and watching, and come subscribe to my channel at PinkKnees Pickings.
Was that last look?
She likes doing the promos.
Do I?
That last look was almost like wink, wink. My channel, wink, wink. Go on.
Alright, Sean?
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us and putting up with our show tonight. It was definitely, I'll be honest, was not the most exciting show we've ever had because we were kind of a little bit off. And, yeah, I wasn't very prepared, so, yeah, blame me.
I looked at the questions, so. Oh.
Yeah, you had all the questions, but they were easy to answer and stuff, so, or quick to answer, I should say. But yeah, thanks for joining. Don't forget to check out my channel, Cool Toads, and Cool Toads Pad on Facebook. Maybe when I get to 200 likes, which I'm pretty close now, on Facebook, I'll have a giveaway or something. Won't be another silver coin, but cool. And don't forget the Toadcast, Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Thanks for being here. I'm glad that I can get a hold of you in time.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody that came to watch. Well, we hit 30 tonight, so I'm proud of that.
Woohoo! Awesome.
Like I said, next week for an hour we will have Raking Profits on the air. And I have things in the works for the rest of the month. I will pass those on as I can confirm them. I'm also a United member. I'm sure most of you are. or have heard, we have the National Resellers Group. Don't be afraid to join. And don't forget about the big news that is going to be announced on Wednesday night on the meet and greet.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Wednesday.
So just keep an eye out for the meet and greet and
Yep.
be ready
Two
for
of us.
all the news.
Two of us are involved in that, so you must watch.
Yeah. All right. Thanks
And I
again.
take donations to give up the secret, so just let you know.
All right.
No, not really. All right. Bye. Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night.